It's time for Sports Action with KATC's Eric Fayard.
Hello, everybody. We're here at Blackman Coliseum for what should be a great night for boxing. Bad Chad Broussard going for an IBU welterweight title as he squares off with the Nature Boy, Homer Gibbons. It's the first fight of a 9-fight card. We'll get to that in just a second. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Triple Overtime, a cold edition of Triple Overtime. With all this cold weather, you never think that it was baseball and softball season. Louisiana's Raging Cajun softball team wrapped up the Louisiana Classics tournament this afternoon under frigid conditions at the Raging Cajun softball park. I'm Eric Fayard back here at the Cajun Dome. Two more Acadiana teams going for state titles. We got a preview coming up.
For more on the championship excitement, KATC's Eric Fayard joins us in Sports Center. Eric, how's it going so far?
Well, Marcel, the Cajun Dome, I just went over there a minute ago. It's packed tight like sardines for a memorable night in Acadiana. The Northside Vikings are on the court battling for the Class 4A championship against the Lions of Ouachita High School. Hello, everybody, and welcome to an Oscar-nominated chapter of Triple Overtime. Okay, maybe not. We'll start this episode with Louisiana's Raging Cajuns, who begin their quest for another Sun Belt Tournament championship. The Men of Vermilion got off to a slow start this season, but as they always say, it's not where you start, but where you finish. All right, we all know the Class 4A championship between Northside and Ouachita was scheduled to begin at 8:30, but we've seen it time and time again. Championship games tend to never be on time, as was the case last night. The St. Martinville Tigers continue their tear throughout the second half of their District 5 4A schedule. They're 9-3 in district and 19-10 overall, and they can give a lot of the credit to this week's TV3 Pepsi-Cola Player of the Week, Jelani Mitchell. The St. Martinville Tigers didn't get out to the start they had hoped for this year, but they've turned a corner. Last Friday night, Coach Darrell Mitchell turned to his son, junior Jelani Mitchell, who led the charge, scoring 25 points in a 66-52 win over Opelousas.
At the beginning, I just try to keep everybody involved, and then after a while, when it's time for us to really start playing, I just figure I have to get the ball in my hands.
The Mitchell family is an institution in the Ville. Jelani's older brother, Darrell, lit up the scoreboard in his tenure there. And, of course, he continues to make headlines down the road in Baton Rouge. So you expect many heated battles in the family driveway. But that couldn't be any further from the truth.
Playing my brother, everybody want to know if I'm going to be better than my brother or if I can do what he's doing. So I just tell him I'll try.
It don't go that way anyway, you know, because it's a different breed. And like I said, one thing different between Darrell and he is that he's a whole lot quicker than Darrell was at this stage, but he's a little smaller too. So. For his outing against the Black and Orange, we honor Jelani Mitchell as the TV3 Pepsi-Cola Player of the Week.
I mean a lot. This is my first time, so I'm just happy to be on the TV right now.
Still one more leg to go here in Triple Overtime. After the break, you'll get an update on the Pro Bowl, a recap of yesterday's Cajun Catahoula's battle on the ice, and the latest update from Torino, Italy in the Winter Olympics. Do not touch that dial. Coming right back.
It's time for Sports Action with KATC's Eric Fayard.
Championship night has finally arrived for the Northside Vikings as they took to the Cajun Dome hardwood for a Class 4A championship as they battled the Ouachita Lions. For the Vikings seniors, they had a chance to make some memories to last a lifetime before a capacity crowd at the Cajun Dome. The championship atmosphere filled the Dome tonight for what is a classic matchup. Early on, Perry Stevenson's going to put up a shot. It doesn't fall, but his main man, Wendell Tebow, is there for the putback. But Northside out in front. Next trip down, they get it back to Stevenson, who's going to slam it home right there. Stevenson had 9 first-half points. It is now early in the third quarter at last count. Northside leads Ouachita 29-25. Like we said, the third quarter just got started. Coming up tomorrow, you're going to get a complete recap of this game plus post-game sound coming up on KATC News at 5:30. Northside fans probably pinched themselves this morning to make sure last night's 67-54 win actually happened. Good news, it did. The Red and Black led for all but 45 seconds last night as they outlasted the Ouachita Lions to claim the Class 4A state championship.
I knew their style was going to be tough to deal with. You know, I kept thinking of the Oakland Raider bump and run defense, and they were good.
If one thing worked for the Vikings last night, it was that they were balanced. Between 4 starters, 58 points were almost evenly distributed. Wendell Tebow and Randall Daigle had 15 points apiece, while Perry Stevenson and Warren Fusilier
each had 14.
We basically, everyone scores about the same. Sometimes, you know, tonight the guards had to really do some good things out front, and they did a good job.
Coach told us this 2 days ago that he knows that they're going to be physical, and he told us not to rush or anything. We just took our time, and we were able to actually do what we want with them.
Fusilier's 14 points and 4 assists was enough to earn him MVP honors. But funny enough, it came as a shock.
I didn't really know what I got. I asked Rendell. I asked Rendell what I got. But I was really shocked.
It felt good to make a bucket or get a block shot or watch Rendell hit a 3 and like the top of the cage dome go off with roars. That feels real good to know they're behind you.